Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial on web design. Uh, we've been um, talking about or learning the basics of web development, web design over a couple of weeks now. So far so good. This is what we've been able to do. Doesn't look so good, okay, but it's good enough, in terms of learning what the basics are. Today we're going to be creating something that looks like this. Yeah, but we'll be focusing more on the top of this page. Okay, let's see here. Choose this one. Okay, okay. So yeah, just this region. We'll be focusing on this region. All right, so I've already created the directory that we'll need. Okay, um, already have our index and our CSS created already. If we check the directory, I named it Amnesty. If we check, we have all the images we would need to create it, uh, the CSS, the HTML. So we'll just get right to it. Okay, so first things first, HTML, enter. So it creates the boilerplate for us, the version type, the HTML tag, head tag, and all that. So we'll just um, move from here. I would like to call this Amnesty. Okay, so this I'll be linking okay, the CSS amnesty.css. All right, save this there. Okay, so looking at what we are going to be recreating, does this thing keep looking at what we're going to be recreating? It is important that we begin from the top to the bottom. All right, from top to bottom. So we would first of all create this part, then move to create this part. Yeah. All right, so in creating this part, okay, this is more like a div, right? This part is more like a div, so this is more like a div. So we would first of all break what we are doing into div components. All right, so here we have one, we have another, you know another. Now it depends. Okay, people may have several approaches to how they want to design their interface. All right, just looking at this interface, some people might see a lot of divs, some might see just two divs, some might see three, some might see four. At the end of the day, every one of them would build the same outcome or would arrive at the same outcome. Okay, so I have my own method, right? And you probably have yours, or you will have yours with time. So for now, we're going to make do with mine. Yep. So let's just see how mine would go. So this particular first div here, I would like to use, I wouldn't use a div, I would use a header. We'll see how that looks like, and we would uh, proceed from there. So I'd come into my body now and then create a header tag. Okay, and I'll style this header tag, uh, sorry, header. I'll say height. I'll give it height of say 70 px. I'll give it width of say, of course it's the entire screen, so I'll make it 100%. Okay, and a background color, just so that background color of let me say black for now. Okay, I know it's white. Okay, let's see how. Okay, let's open this up and see how it looks. Okay, now this is the header. This is how the header looks like. All right, the 100% is so that it can, take the entire width of the screen. Right, good. Now we are noticing a space right at the edges. It's not meant to be, so we need to take out the space. To do that, would I'd like to put it, can be anywhere, but I just want to put it before the header. You can style the body tag and say margin 0, sorry, 0px, save and refresh and see how this looks. This looks good. So looking at what we're doing, okay, so the size is okay, right? Now I know this is white and what we have done is black. Now I'm doing that because our background is a white background, so we understand, or we know our boundaries. We know where the header starts and where the header ends. By the time we've done everything else, we can remove the black and change it to white color. All right, okay, so the next thing we want to do is to begin to put in these guys. Now my advice is that you start from the end to the beginning. From the end, this comes in first, then this guy, then this guy. So yeah, I want to put in this guy first. All right, then I'll put in this other guy. So this is just a design. It mustn't have any functionality, just a plain UI, just a plain design with no functionality. All right, good. So let's go on. Okay, so this is en. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so come back here, still inside the header. Okay, so the first thing we want to do there is create, and this, I think it should be a link. Yeah, it should be a link. So create anchor tag, and I'll give it a class of en, right, and this en here. So I'll come here, css to style my class dot en. Okay, so first of all, I'll check my browser to see where it is. Okay, it's here now. All right, so what we'll do now is we would take it from the left to the right. So I'll just do float right. Float right is going to take it from the left, fresh, to the right. Okay, so it's here. So I probably want to make it, okay, I think I should change, because of the text color, let me change this header color to something more, change it to a color that would allow our text color to stay, to be obvious. What color should I use now? Let's use red. Okay, better. So so I can say color black. Okay, I think that worked. Yes. So we don't want this on the line. Okay, to do it with the underline, let's say text decoration none. Save Let's refresh. Okay, it's gone now. Then then we give it border. The border has um, three values. The first value is the thickness, 1 px. The second value is the nature of the line and the color of the line. Alright, so that's that. So yeah, this is it. The border is implemented. So the next thing we want to do is to pad the border. Like give it padding. Padding is the distance between the text, the distance between the text and the distance between text and the the border, right? Yeah, so let's say, and it is in normally it's supposed to be it's supposed to be around the four areas, here to here, the text to the top, the text to the right, the text to the bottom. Okay, so you can pad left, pad top, pad right, pad bottom. Okay, however, if you want to pad all four sides at once, you just use one figure, one value. Let's start with 10 and see how that looks. See how it looks. Okay, you see, so one value pads everywhere. So okay. Let's increase it to 20. Okay, okay, let's add 5. Okay, 5 is just perfect. 5 is just perfect. Alright, so that does it. According to our picture, alright, we just have one line. Okay, the other lines, you know, are out. Just one line here. So we're going to just make it this line. Just this one. Just know this one. Right. So rather than say padding now, you could just say padding. That line is on the left, right? So say padding left. Okay. Notice that if the style property is two words, the words are separated by an hyphen, a dash, not space, a dash, not space. Alright. Now this space is not important. The space can be there, the space may not be there. But what is important is that you don't give space between the words, just dash, and you must end every line with a semicolon. Alright. So let's see if this has worked. Oh no, that's wrong. Not padding left. I'm sorry, this is not padding left. It's border left. Border left, not padding left. Yeah, border left. Okay, padding left means I just want to pad uh, the left side. Okay, that's why it's appeared the way it appeared before. All right, so we've done this. So the next thing we want to do is to put in these guys, right? Put in these guys. So for me, I want to put in this, I know this guy comes with this guy, right? But I think I want to put in this guy first. Let's see if we have this in our directory. Do we have the mirror? Okay, yeah, this is it. That guy. So okay, let's do that. The next one I'll do is to bring in an image, give it a class of let's say mirror or search. See, search, right? Okay, so let's images source. Let's get it. Let's get the image search.png. Copy, paste, .png. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Sorry. Okay, that's it. So all we need to do now is move it down. Next down. Next down. Dot search. Okay. So we float. Now float is used when you are taking one element from one extreme to the other extreme. So it's easy, it's just faster. Float right. Okay. So let's see. Oh, it's not working. Why is it not working? Okay, my search is wrong. Alright, so we should work down. So be mindful of your spellings. Alright, so yeah, floating right. Now it's stopping here because of course it's seeing an element you should respect. It stops there. The next thing is to space it, give it create space. Okay, yeah, guys. Now there are several ways to do that, but I'll just so I could simply give it a border. Let's try this. I could give it a border. And so this should be one pix. Same thing, solid black. Well, let's just say white, just for the fun of it. You can see how it works. Alright. Okay, white will show. Let's say yellow. Just feel like playing this stuff. Okay. Alright, so I would like to pad it just to create the space. 20. This that was 25, right? So I think we'll give it the same padding 25 px. So then let's see how that would 25 px. Okay, I think it's too much. Reduce this to 23. Still too much. It's over the header. That's a 20. Okay, add one to it. Let's see. One more. I think that's perfect. Now we can remove the border. So we don't need your help anymore. So let's see. Correct. So you see, that's done. Yeah. So got that. Now the next thing is to put in our menu. Now we don't want to put this one after the other, one after the other. We just want this whole thing to come in at once. Yeah. So that's what we do. So to do that, I would recommend that we create a div. We give a div a class of menu, and then begin first menu link is what now? Who we are, to do countries. Okay, that's who we are. So I'll just copy this. See, we are what we do. Countries. What is left? Countries. Get involved. Donate now. Latest search. Get involved. Donate now. Latest search. Get involved. Donate now. Latest search. There we go. So let's see how this looks on our browser. Okay, so this, here we go. This is our menu. Alright, so the next one to do is to move this guy from here down here. Right? Okay, so let's do that. So it's down. Now the div holds this entire menu, So to move this menu, we'll need to move this div, right? So that's exactly what we do. So we go say dot menu, class of the div. So move this menu. Let's float it to the right first. Okay. And then we want to move it from the top, margin top. We're moving it from the top a bit. Sorry, margin top, say 10 px. Alright, so moving it from the top, margin top, moving it from the right, margin right, moving from the left, margin left, moving from the bottom, margin bottom. So that's the convention. You probably want to write that down so you don't forget it. So let's keep moving. Let's make it 20. Okay, let's add 3 to it and see. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay. Now let's do something first. Alright, now this is for the div. Right? Let's leave it here. Let's come down to the link. The anchor tags in the div are styled differently from the div. And how do you do that? So you reference a particular tag, a particular element or a tag that is inside a particular tag this way. Dot menu parent tag space a. Now what this means is you are styling all the anchor tags inside this div, the menu div. Yeah, that's what it means. All right, so you don't get to class give them, so you just do this. So this is a quick way to do it. Okay, so the first one is to remove text decoration. Sorry, not orientation, decoration. I'm also, please, there are lots of styles or styling in CSS. You might want to look it up. All right, maybe in the next tutorial I'll give a resource for that, so you just learn more about them. So none. The next thing, let's see how that looks like. Okay, let's just change the color of the text to black. Sorry, black. Okay, let's see. Okay, we are good. Now, the text, who we are, what we do, countries, are close, like everything is one word. That we need to create a space between them. Alright, and to do that, we notice that we could, okay, we need to pad each link, right? We need to pad each link, and we need to pad either left or right. Alright, so I would recommend that we pad, because of this space, we want to maintain the space here. I would recommend we pad, we increase the space. Okay, let's see. Let's just attempt to pad either way and see what happens. So padding left, let's say 10 px, and let's see what happens. Okay, so left is fine. Right, so this space is enough. Alright, so we're good. So I think we should bring this down a bit. I'm not going to touch these guys. It's going to be like this. I'm not going to change the font. Okay, let me just change the font, and so you guys would know what that font family, Arial. Okay, this is better. It's better. I think it's better. Let's just bring it down a bit. So add 5. So, okay, that should be perfect. Okay, now there's something else. If you look at the picture, there is a line here, and I'm guessing that this line is implemented by an over. When you go over on the particular menu, it should. I think we should create more space between the links. Create more space between the links. All right. So, but let's implement. Okay, let's implement the space first, then this line. All right. So we do that now. Okay, that space. We increase our margin padding left to 20. See that? Okay, that's okay. All right. Then now the let's implement dot it's a dot menu a colon over. What this is saying is what should happen if the user decides to hover the cursor on the link. What should happen? What effects should be seen? What we want to happen is we want to implement a border bottom of 1 pix solid, don't be solid, since the background is going to be white, let's make it black. Let's refresh. Okay, that's it. Yeah, good. All right, so now let's bring in our logo. Let's bring in our logo. Let's create another image. Sorry, IMG. Okay, I'll give a class. I'll call it. I think here at this point I should use ID so you guys will know the difference. Like in terms of how to use a ID, let's call it logo. Okay, let's get the source. Let's go to our directory. Where's our logo? Okay, let us copy this now. Logo top. Save. Okay, so save images. Paste.png. Save. Alright, let's see where it drops. Sorry. Fresh. Oh, perfect. So we don't have need for styling. It's just perfect. There it is. So at this point, I think it's okay to remove this red background and see what we have. So let's go remove the red color. Let's take the red out. Save. And this is it. So we're good. Alright, so our website is taking shape. Now this is just so that we know how HTML marries CSS to produce or create a beautiful website, something that makes sense. All right. Okay. So I think in our next the next videos to come, I'm going to show you better ways of achieving this. What I'm doing is serious hard work. All right. There are better ways of achieving your font, and there are frameworks out there that we can use. But this is just so that we can understand HTML and understand CSS in their raw form. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. And the next thing we want to do is to bring in this background. But before we do that, we need to create the space that we need this background to occupy. Alright, create the space we need the background to occupy. And to do that, we're using a div. And now we're going outside the header because we are done with the header part. So we'll create a div. Okay, and we'll call this div, we'll give it an ID. ID and class in this case are the same. I just want to, by implementation, make you see the difference. Call this the background or BG. Yeah, BG is fine. Okay, so I'll go and style BG now. So since it's an ID, I'm going to use a hashtag BG. Yeah, so that's the difference. So if it's a class, it's a dot. If it's a hash, it's if it's an ID, it's a hash. So we do this now. The first one to do here is declare a height. Let's say 600 px. The width 100% because it's the entire screen. Let's see, background color should be red, yeah, just like the red ones. Okay, let's see how that figure. All right, so this is perfect. Okay, I don't like the way this is here, but I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, I'm just going to leave that. So it's not meant to be all that perfect, just to get the basic understanding. Alright. Okay, so let's bring in our image. Now to do this, it's not going to be the regular image tag on the HTML. To do this, we're going to insert or implement it using CSS. Alright. The difference is that, well, this particular method could suffice for smaller divs or for just bringing in a picture and putting it somewhere. But when you want to create a background image, it is advisable to use CSS because it has specific properties on how to ensure that your background image is well fitted. Yeah. So let's do that. Still here, background image. Here we go. Now the first thing I want to do is URL. Now this is the same for source file path. Okay, here's the file coming from. Alright, indeed. Because it's coming from a folder called images slash. Let's get it. Okay, this is it. Body image. Copy. Okay. Paste. .jpg. Yeah. So there we go. Let's see that. Okay, perfect. Alright, so you see, this is perfect. Yes. So in some cases, it might not be as perfect as this. So you probably want to do something like background size. That's in cases where cover. Let's see if it will have an effect. The same thing. So in cases where the background is a bit, maybe the picture is small or it's repeating, or alright, like I said, I'm going to give you resources so you can know what to do when you encounter such situations. So the next thing we want to do is bring in our guys. These guys, bring in these guys. Alright, and we'll be done. So let's see. Okay, let's hope to do that really fast. Alright, on the brink of survival. Now this div is of course inside our BGD, right? So let's do that. So create a div. Well, we can choose to create a div, or we could choose to just use a p tag and class it. That's what I would do. That's what I'm going to do actually. So on the brink of survival, right? Give it a class. Sorry. Of well, let's just say break. Let's call this class break. Save. Let's go to our browser and see where that is. Okay, we have it here, but then it's affecting so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, going to style the bring. All right, and I'm going to say position absolute and see if, yeah, it's gone. All right, so now so when you position things absolutely or absolute, you no longer get to use margin left, margin, it is just left, top, bottom, right. Okay, so margin is no longer attached to it, just top, left, bottom, right. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is to increase the size. So we'll go with font size. Let's say that should be 40 px. Okay, that should do. Then we'll go with border 1 pix, solid white or black. Okay, and of course what we want to do next is padding. Let's say padding should be 10 px. Let's see. Okay, let's just see what we have. Okay, black text on the white background. Okay, so let's refresh and so alright, so let's make it a white background color white. Okay, now we can remove the border. That's it. So let's bring it down top. So bring it down from the top. So say top should be 200 px. Okay, let's see our picture. Okay, let's increase it to 150 px. Sorry. Okay, that should do. And let's take it from the left by 100 px. Left 100 px. That should do it. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to bring in Afghanistan's 1.2 billion internal blah 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 food, water and shelter. Okay, Afghanistan's 1.2 internally blah blah blah. Like I said, this text is too long. For time's sake, I'm not going to include it. I'm not going to do this guy. Okay, let me include it. Alright, so our next P is going to be Afghanistan's 1.2 million internally displaced people urgently need food, water, and shelter. Urgently class of just see food. Okay, let's see. Now this breaks at need. So I'll do that. Let's break it at need. let's break it down. Let's say, so, okay, so we go to our star, we want to start food, right? Okay, so this is going to be position, absolute, okay, uh, it's a white text on black background, so color should be white, border should be fixed, solid, black, okay, top should be uh, top is that for 250, that's okay, background color should let's see, alright, okay, and then padding should be 10, yes. Oh, see why I said you shouldn't do this. Okay, let's see, padding should be 20, 15, okay, that should do it. Now we go to see left, 100 px. Okay, so we are good. So this is it. Now, next thing I want to do is bring in this guy, ribbon guy. Okay, that should be the last thing to do. Ribbon. Alright, so let's do that. So that's a link. Let's do the class of read. No need for the class because it's the only on PG, so come to read more. So let's start. Dot hashtag say text decoration should be on. Uh, next thing we do is it's a black text on a yellow background. So we say it's already a black text by default. So what order of one piece solid yellow background color yellow part of and left out this stuff part of 20 px top of 350 px just for what else is there to start from the left 100. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, so one there. Okay, let's understand it. Scroll the border, background color, pan, top. Oh, not position it. Let's just position it. Position absolute. Okay, so let's color the text black. Okay, alright. So let's break it down a bit. See, 500. So this is okay. Alright, so now I'd like to explain something before we end this tutorial today. This is okay, this is beautiful enough, it's good enough. Now let me say something before we end the tutorial today. That margin top and top are two different things that achieve the same result. However, when you are dealing with margin is relative to what is already on the page, right? While when you position something absolute on your page, it does not look at anything on the page. So the idea is this. What I want to explain is this. Top, okay, starts to measure from the the, the beginning, the top of your browser, irrespective of what is on the page. Bottom starts to measure from the bottom of the browser, irrespective of what is on the page. Left starts to measure from the left of the browser, irrespective, and likewise right. While when you use margin, by default, when you put anything, any tag or any element or picture or whatever on your page, by default it is positioned relative. What that means is that if this logo came into the page to meet these guys on the page, it will position itself relative to these guys. So its margin right would begin from this guy. This guy would have been, if I had positioned it relative, okay, its margin top would have been relative to this particular guy because these guys are absolutely placed. That was why before we positioned it absolute, it was already relative to this guy. Alright, I hope we get the gist. If you don't understand, feel free to actually let me know. Alright, but in the meantime, this is where we end this class. Thank you for your time. See you in our next tutorial.